Hey everybody, it is Steve with Ride the Teacups, and today we are going to find out where it is that we want to eat at Disney World. Do a little investigation. We're going to make a reservation. You don't have to do this ahead of time, but know where you are going to eat before you actually make that reservation. So let's head over to My Disney Experience right over here. But in My Disney Experience, let's go to dining and let's say make a reservation. You don't actually have to make this reservation. It doesn't lock you in. It just gives you the list of restaurants. Now, once these pop up, there's a lot of different things that you can do. There's a lot of different YouTube videos that you can search for best places to eat in Disney World or wherever it is that you are going to be. I know that on my day off, I want to explore the hotels around Magic Kingdom. So I am going to click on all parks and resorts, and instead of searching for a place in all of the parks and resorts, I am going to look for the restaurants around the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Grand Floridian, because those are the big three that are nearby Magic Kingdom. So let's select everything: Disney's Contemporary, Grand Floridian, Polynesian Resort, and Villas, and let's keep moving because you never know where you're actually going to find any of these things. Beach Resort Boardwalk is not what I want. Pop Century is not what I want. Not Saratoga Springs. However, I can see I have the villas at Grand Floridian. I want that also. All right, so it looks like I have 6 resorts. And my dining experience, I want to make sure that reservations are accepted. I also don't want anything that is too incredibly expensive. So let's do 1 and 2. And that should give us lots of things to pick from. So here we go. We've got 4 to pick from, and now our search is a little bit easier to figure out what it is that we actually want. So we have Chef Mickey's, Grand Floridian, Kona, and the Wave. Let's see what each of these actually has. So Chef Mickey is going to be character dining for 15 to 35 bucks per person. That is amazing. Let's see what they've got. I'm going to just open this in a new tab up top. Opening in a new tab, you can just right click and open link in a new tab. Just to make sure that I don't lose my place here, but I can still kind of look these things up. They have a breakfast menu. It looks like all they have is the breakfast menu. So knowing that they are only open for breakfast, let's take a look. Chef Mickey's list. And I don't want any of the Disney World links here. I want the links that are not Disney World. There is Chef Mickey's 2021 breakfast and menu prices. Let's open that in a new tab. The review of Chef Mickey. Oh, this is good. Looks like characters have returned. Let's see. Upon reopening, the meal is changed from buffet to family style. So family style instead of a buffet. Adults are $42 a piece. Kids are $27 a piece, taxes included. That may be a little bit more than I wanted to spend per person, but let's just take a look. Mickey waffles, eggs, pit style, sausage. So it looks like this is basically going to be the buffet. They just bring a whole bunch to the table instead of you going to get it yourself. Let's look at the review. This is Walt Disney World News Today. They have a great bunch of YouTube series, actually. Check them out online. But we are going to see what they went through. Chef Mickey's breakfast arrival and seating. All right, I'm just going to look in. They have a lot of different pictures. They seem to be pushing the non-alcoholic smoothies. That's fine. 42 and 27, so their prices all agree. All right, and it looks like the characters are going to be back, just at a distance. All right, so that looks like a pretty standard breakfast fare. I don't know that we wanted breakfast, and I don't know that we wanted character dining, and I don't know that we wanted to spend that much. So maybe we will put an X on Chef Mickey for now. The Wave reviews. Here we go. TripAdvisor again. Disney Tourist Blog. All ears. Love those. WDW, we watch them a lot. And Disney Food Blog. All of those are different people that I watch quite a bit on YouTube. So I kind of like their content. So we're going to go with that. So let's see. These are general dining reviews. It's got all the food. It's got it all. Oh, It's got it all, the food is, and then it stopped it. Okay. You will not be disappointed. That's good. Excellent menu. I'm seeing that everybody here is 4 and 5, mostly 5. Actually, I think there was only 1 4. Everything else is a 5. So that is certainly good. Excellent menu. Great food. Sweet ganache was amazing. Great food. Great spot inside the Contemporary. So it's the first floor of the Contemporary. Best birthday cake ever. Fantastic meal. Perfect service. First visit after COVID. Wow. So that gives me a bit of encouragement with the wave. So let's see. Tables, restaurant inside the Contemporary Resort. We know it was no joke better than the California Grill. California Grill's generally rated as one of the best places to eat in all of Disney World property by several different outlets. We almost made a reservation there, but then decided not to. Again, the food was just a bit on the fancy side for us, really. No joke better than the experience at the California Grill. That is, man, the Wave. I'm glad we really looked at this here. Each time we've dined at the Wave, it's been fairly dead, although we've heard it can be quite busy when there's a convention. It's generally slow for lunch and dinner. Wonder why the tables are so close together. That's interesting. Core Wave is fairly bland, without any of the character you'd find at a trendy restaurant. That's fine. Looks like what you might find at the lobby of a Hyatt. And they even say there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. It's just a little mundane for Disney. That doesn't bother us so much. Now, I mentioned I can always go for a good burger. This burger was so delicious that it's the only thing I've ordered on subsequent visits. See, now I'm sold. Like, I don't even need to, I don't want to read the rest. I don't want to look at the rest of the reviews. That's really good for me. Bison burger photos from over the years, so it's not on this visit, but it's all from the Wave. So let's check this thing out here. Based solely on the cuisine, the Wave is an excellent and highly underrated option. That is good to know. Appropriately priced for what it offers, that's better than the Kona Cafe reviews. Wave can provide a great value for money relative to other restaurants, depending on what you order. That is outstanding. Very good to know. I am thrilled to hear about all of that. Let's see. Several reviews. Looks like that's 7 out of 10 not recommended. Then why'd you give it a 7 out of 10? That's interesting. Ate here for dinner 2 nights in a row. It's just okay. Food was fairly bland. Ganache was funky and way too dense. Had great service both nights. So very good service. That's not what we are going to be ordering. So if you had a bad experience with that specific food, not too worried. I wish some of these were more recent because we're not really getting to COVID time here. 8 out of 10 definitely recommended. 9 out of 10 definitely recommended. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So it seems like the top review just kind of had an uncommon negative experience. So all of that seems like it is good, except for that one negative experience, which seems to be an outlier. Always look for the outliers, guys. That's a really important deal. If you see a negative review, don't assume that it's a terrible restaurant. It could be one person who had a bad experience in a sea of other people who had great experiences. Even Disney can't get 100% of the people 100% of happy 100% of the time. So just be aware, and we'll go with what vast majority of people are experiencing. So always keep that in mind when you're looking at different reviews. Never rely just on one, like, I told you I did a couple reviews ago. we are still looking, even though I was already pretty sold. We have American Flavors The Arrival. So this is kind of their walkthrough of what it is that they experienced. Amazingly, the salmon was tender on the inside and flaked perfectly, despite the crisp edges and coloring, which were also very, very good. So that's good. Portion size matched a hungry appetite, so that is good, because we will. Let's see, more seared ganache. Again, that's just not our thing, so I'm going to skip right past it. Ooh, the desserts. There's the chocolate flight. That's the one that looked really good. Wow, we could order that for our whole table. That would be good. Didn't rise to our expectations. That's good to know. We're hoping for something resembling a molten lava cake. That's kind of what I pictured when I read the description. But using a chocolate croissant, it lacked an expected sweetness. It was more like a banana bread made with chocolate croissant. So that's good to know. Maybe that is something to pass on. Oh, they're rating them one at a time. Perfect. So that's the chocolate croissant bread pudding. They didn't like quite as much. And then the brownie creme brulee. Flavor and consistency reminded us of cheesecake, but it paired nicely with the rich chocolate brownie beneath it. That is excellent. And then finally, the German chocolate cake. Flavors didn't stand out as much as the two companions. Coconut shavings added something. Flavor tasted like conventional and kind of flat. So, looks like maybe this trio is not something that we want to get, even though it looked really good on the menu. So, the wave at the American Flavors looks like this is something that's pretty good. That's just kind of a little bit of an insight. If I wanted a little bit more, I can always go to YouTube and search here for some videos. So lots of different options. You can see exactly what it is that you're getting into before you actually make that reservation. And guys, I suggest that you start doing this part of the process before you make your reservation, before your reservation period even begins. Right now, we can make our reservations 60 days in advance. Start looking these things up, say 90 days in advance. And you can talk it over with your family and everyone who it is that's going. Have them go over the menu, see if these are things that they would actually like and enjoy. Make sure this is actually part of your budget that you can fit in, and all of those other things that you want to make sure to consider so that when it comes to go time for making your reservations, there's no conversation. All you got to do is jump in and lock it in, and you've beat everybody else who is deciding, oh, where should I go on day one? You want to make those reservations before anybody has a shot to beat you to it. Hey guys, we do also go through the actual reservation process. If you'd like to do that, I'll throw that video up here in just a moment. But in the meantime, hit that subscribe button, little red button right below this video. I'll put it up on the screen here in a moment. Also, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. And our job at this channel is to bring Disney magic to you. Now, whether that means actually helping you get to the parks with your family like this video did, or even doing part of the Disney magic at home, we have all those different things on this channel also, and we are going to continue to bring Disney magic to your family. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching our planning video for Walt Disney World. We really appreciate it, and we hope that it's really helpful for you, showing you, one, what to expect, and two, helping you get a little peace of mind for your trip and just taking some of the stress away. If you liked the video and found it useful, we'd really appreciate a like and hit that subscribe button, because if you liked our planning, you're not going to want to miss what happens next. Thanks so much for watching. Here's some other ideas for you. We will see you next time we ride the Teacups, which will be soon.